Welcome to another video. I am the Starman. Now then, I have just come off the back of 3 nights in a row Comet NEOWISE and Milky Way photography workshops. Absolutely brilliant, really well attended. Everybody had a great time. In fact, some of them might be watching this video now, so if you did attend one of my workshops, thanks very much for coming. It was absolutely brilliant. Everybody got a chance to see the comet and photograph it. I'm a little bit tired now after all that, but no rest for the Starman. What I want to do now is we've actually got some rain coming in tonight, some cloud coming in, which I think is gonna affect our skies for the next few nights. So what I want to do is I want to try and get as many pictures of the comet as I can, and possibly the Milky Way as well, because we've got a new moon at the moment right now. I can get a 2 for 1. So I think what I need to do really is I need to head down south. Now I've checked the forecast for the south coast and it's looking pretty good. What I want to do is, I've seen this monument, or landmark should I say, called the Daymark. It's a Victorian structure, and the Daymark is a navigation aid for ships coming into the port of Dartmouth, and it's a very interesting looking structure, and I think that would be ideal to get a picture of the comet over the top. And not only that, if I switch round to the other side, if I capture the comet over the Daymark, I can then switch round the other side and I can also capture the Milky Way as well, because the galactic plane of the Milky Way will be clearly visible towards the other side, towards the south. Because, and the thing is, if you look at the light pollution map, I'll just bring up a map now to show you. As you can see on the light pollution map, Dartmouth is right on the south coast there. It's overlooking the English Channel, and there's really nothing beyond it to the south that's going to affect the sky. So I think that the view of the Milky Way there is going to be absolutely amazing if it's clear enough. I'll guide you through what I'm doing, and I'll show you how I'm setting the shots up, and I'll take you through all the settings, and we'll see if we get a good picture of the comet over the Daymark and the Milky Way as well, because I think that would be really, really good. Okay, so it's now time to load up the Starbus and head for Devon.
Your attention, please.
Okay, so the Starman has arrived, and I'm now in the car park here. I'll just show you around. There's a few cars here. The weather's really nice, it's nice and clear, and I can see that structure that I was talking about. I'll just show you now. I'll flip the camera around. Look at this. That's it there, the day marker. And all that out there is going to be the English Channel. There's not going to be any light pollution out there at all. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down there and I'm going to have a good look around and see where I can set up some shots for the comet and for the Milky Way later on, hopefully, if this weather stays clear, which I'm pretty confident that it will do. So let's go down there and have a closer look. Right, so as you can see, I've now arrived at the Daymark. Anyway, now that I'm here and I'm at this structure and I'm in the middle of this field, a wheat field, I'm going to have a look around and just get my bearings and just find out where I need to be to get these shots, to get the shot of the Comet and to get the shot of the Milky Way later. Because it's quite a big structure actually, and if I want to shoot the Comet first, I want to get my own shot, if you know what I mean. So, but I think the main thing for me is actually to shoot the Milky Way here, because I know it's going to be a really, really dark location, because out there it's the English Channel and there's no light pollution at all out there at all too. So I think the Milky Way is going to look really good. Okay, so here's another thing. So I've driven down from Blackpool to here and I'm now in Devon on the south coast, and I'm a full 3 degrees of latitude further south. Now that makes a big difference, because the sun is going to dip below the horizon from here enough so that we get total darkness. It's going to drop down to about 18 degrees, and I think it's going to be maybe from 1 o'clock, maybe 1 till 2, we'll get a period where the sky is pretty much totally dark. It won't last long because the sun will soon bounce back up again, but it makes a big difference to where I've just been back home, back in Blackpool, because back home the sun barely gets below 15 degrees, so there's still a fair amount of twilight. When we were out the other night shooting the Comet, we had to wait until well after midnight before we could actually see the Comet reliably. But down here, the difference of 3 degrees latitude is going to make a really big difference, and combine that with the lack of light pollution that we're going to have around here, I think this is going to be really, really good. Okay, so I'm now inside the structure now, and I'm just looking around. There are tracks in the field where I can go. The trick is obviously when I come back here later on to shoot the Comet and the Milky Way, it's going to be a whole lot darker than it is now, so I'm not going to be able to see where I'm going very easily. So it's a good idea to have a look around now and make sure I know where I can go later on when it gets darker. So I'm just checking on my phone now with the compass, just to make sure which way north is. Okay, so I've just come down the field, being careful not to trample all the wheat, and I've come down this wheel track to where I think I'm in the sort of southeast of the structure, and I expect I think I need to go quite a bit further down, because I expect the Comet to be somewhere up here. I might not be far enough away at the moment. Okay, so I've come down a little bit further now, and I think I might be far enough away from the structure to be able to get the Comet above the structure here. If I hold out my hand at arm's length, I think the Comet's going to be around 15 degrees high. So if I hold my hand out like that, and then that, then hopefully we'll get the Comet somewhere up here. That's the idea anyway. So I'm just being careful here not to disturb all the field, and I'm just at a junction here in the tracks, and I think I've got a good position here to get the Comet above the structure from here. I've come right down almost to the bottom of the field. At least I've got a rough idea where I need to be for the Comet. Okay, so I'm now on the path that leads down to the Daymark, and I'm just looking in the field now roughly towards where the Milky Way is going to be, or the galactic plane of the Milky Way is going to run somewhere down here later on. I could probably shoot it from where I am now. I probably don't need to go into the field. So yeah, it's possible that I could actually get my Milky Way shot from this actual road. That'd be really handy, because it would save me having to trail all the way through this field, and I don't really want to damage the crop as well. If I'm going to walk in the field, I need to keep to these, I'm not sure if you can see them, but these, the tractor marks. But certainly the Milky Way, the galactic plane of the Milky Way, is going to run down there, and we're going to get the galactic core all being well, if it stays clear, we'll get the galactic course somewhere down there. If I'm shooting from where I am now, that will run down to the right hand side of the Daymark there. If I get it right, it's going to look pretty epic. Stellarium on here, and I'm just looking at Stellarium. I've got the time on midnight, and that's about the time when I expect we'll be able to start shooting the Milky Way, because that's the time when the sun gets low enough below the horizon that we'll be able to see these stars come out. Yes, I think I'm not in too bad a position. Now we need to wait for it to get dark. Okay, so I've just come back down to the position on the path where I said I would be able to get the Milky Way over the Daymark, and just look at these stars. Amazing. You are now looking at Sagittarius, which is, the stars are kind of like a teapot shape. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks a bit like a teapot. You can see the handle there on the left hand side, and there's like a little triangle on the top, which could be the top, and the spout is those two stars on the right hand side that you can see there now. And the Milky Way just kind of just runs straight up from there. And I think Pete Lawrence on the Sky at Night calls it the star cloud that comes out of the Milky Way there, the steam from the teapot. And I think it's a good analogy, really. You can't see it on this video, but you'll certainly see it on the photographs. So I just want to pan round, and if you look over here, we've got Saturn and Jupiter there. Now I could see those back home the other day quite easily, but one thing I couldn't see was these stars over here, the stars of Sagittarius. I was telling somebody about it. I said, if you can see the group of stars that looks like a teapot, you know that you're looking towards the core of the Milky Way. And that's where we're looking now, and the sky looks absolutely gorgeous. It's not even anywhere near dark yet. I just want to show you over this side as well. If we go to the other side, you probably can't see the tower, it's there. I just want to pan round to the other side. I just want to show you this group of stars over here. Now this is Scorpius. This is another constellation which is very low for us in the UK. And there's a star there which you should see in the centre of the frame, and that's Antares. And you can see it's almost like a fan shape. This is the tail of the Scorpion. And there's a very nice nebula in there called Rho Ophiuchi, and it's and Antares is at the heart of it, and it's like a very, very colourful nebula with clouds of gas and all sorts. It looks really, really nice when you take a long exposure of it. But anyway, this is Scorpius. Absolutely amazing. Right, okay, so I've come down the field where I showed you before, and oh my god, this is just amazing. The sky all around me, the Milky Way is out, Sagittarius is out. Oh, it's unbelievable. I can't believe it. It looks like that idea to come down here and take a chance on the weather. Well, the weather forecast looked pretty good, so I thought, well, why not? So anyway, I'm trying to line up the Comet above the structure, and I've taken a few shots and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm picking up the ion tail on the Comet as well. I can't believe it. I couldn't do that back home, but I'm actually picking up the ion tail, the gas tail. Unbelievable. So I'm going to just take a few more shots of the Comet from where I am now, and then I'm going to move up to the other side, and I'm going to try and photograph the Milky Way over the tower then. Right, okay, so I've now come to the other side of the Daymark, and I'm now looking back towards the Milky Way, and oh my god, it looks absolutely amazing. I can see the summer triangle overhead, and I can see where the galactic plane appears to split into two parts, where there's just a big dark band down, and they're seeing all these puffy star clouds, and Sagittarius as well. To be able to see Sagittarius is unbelievable. It's a group of stars that's shaped like a teapot. I was talking about it before. I'll just show a picture of it that I took just before with the long lens on the tracker. It looks absolutely amazing, and that's the area of the sky where that points towards the galactic core. And you'll also see the Lagoon Nebula, a very famous nebula there as well, which is not far from the spout. So yeah, Sagittarius, absolutely incredible. Now at the moment I'm trying to line up a shot with the tower and the Milky Way, and I just want to show you the settings that I'm using for this shot now. So let's have a little look. So I'll just turn the camera around and let's have a look at my screen. So check out this picture now. Look at that. Whoa, amazing. So let's just have a look at the settings I've used for that. So I want to talk about this. I'm using a 24mm lens. I'm shooting at 15 seconds. That's to keep the star trailing down. And I'm on ISO 6400. As you can see there, ISO 6400, 24mm, f2.8, 15 seconds, ISO 6400, and I'm getting this picture here. Right, okay, so I've moved position slightly, and the galactic plane of the Milky Way is now coming pretty much straight down the sky. And what I've done is I've moved round so that I can line up the Daymark, but also the windows, as it were, you know, the arches at the bottom. I thought it would look nice if I had the arches all evened up. So what I'll do is I'll show you the picture in a minute. The camera's taking the pictures now. It honestly, it's absolutely unbelievable. The sky, you just have to see it to believe it. But anyway, I'm just going to show you this picture now and show you the idea that I have. I just wanted to show you this. Can you see how, you might just be able to see how we've got all these amazing star clouds, the core of the galaxy, the Sagittarius star cloud, and we've got this, you might be able to see the dark dust lane in the middle, the Great Rift, and I've got the monument in the middle. And can you see how I've lined up I think they call them windows, but these here at the bottom, I've got them lined up perfectly. The ISO is 6400 and the shutter speed is 15 seconds. 24mm f2.8 aperture, and I'm taking a series of shots that I can stack later on, and that will help to smooth out the high ISO, because I'm shooting at 6400. And that can just look a little bit grainy, but as you can see there, look at that. Whoa, what a shot. Okay, so it's now approaching 2 AM and I'm still stood in the middle of a field here, but I'm just taking a few more different pictures now, just messing about a bit now, but I've pretty much got what I wanted. I've got the comet over the tower, which I think was pretty epic. I'm now I think I've got a really nice Milky Way shot as well, so I'm really happy. And I think I've found another possible workshop location here as well. So yeah, it's been really good. So what I'm going to do now is I'll probably just carry on taking a few more pictures, and then I'll probably go back to the Starbus and go to bed. But that's it for this video. If you like what you see, hit subscribe. And also tick the bell in the top for notifications of new videos. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave you with the pictures that I got from the Daymark in Devon. Thanks for watching.